Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so it's Monday morning, so we're just going to run through the new 4K and Blu-ray releases for week commencing March the 28th. We'll start off with 4K in the UK. It's a little bit up and down this week. There's some good releases, but most of them have already been out as limited editions, or they're just revamps of Blu-rays that you may not want to be paying money for again after only buying them on Blu-ray not so long ago. So the first example of that is the 4K Robocop from Arrow. They've recently done the Blu-ray so-called limited edition 4K remaster, and now they've actually released the 4K disc. So it looks like you can get a steelbook with the old poster art, and then there's the new one with the new commissioned artwork, which is nice. But, you know, if you've already bought this on Blu-ray, I'm not sure you want to be paying another 30 quid to get it again. My buddy AJ over at AJ Movies Place did say there wasn't any sort of improvement in the picture quality between the Blu-ray and the 4K. So I'm really not sure it's worth it. However, if you haven't got the Blu-ray and you're a first-time buyer of this version, then yeah, you could go with the 4K, I guess. You may as well have the newest version. Okay, then there is one coming out from Arrow that is a new release. You could get it on Blu-ray, but not by Arrow. So that's Mary Shelley's Frankenstein with Robert De Niro and Kenneth Branagh. I've ordered this one. I got the steelbook from Zavvi. I was hoping it'd be here by now so I could do an unboxing, but it hasn't come yet, so maybe it'll come later today. So yeah, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, new to 4K from 1994, so should look great in 4K, and that's been done by Arrow. Okay, then the next three, they've already been out on limited editions, but if you haven't got them or you're waiting for the standard to save a few quid, then you've got the Green Mile 4K. You've also got the Babadook 4K from Second Sight. I've got the 4K of both the Green Mile and the Babadook. I can highly recommend them, especially the Babadook limited edition. It's a little bit pricey, but for what you get is absolutely awesome set. And I really like the film. I maybe didn't like it too much the first time I seen it, but it was getting such rave reviews, and I've watched it a few times since, and now yeah, I'm really on board with it. It's really good. And then the last one, The Hills Have Eyes. Okay, so that's the standard release on 4K. If you did want the limited edition 4K of The Hills Have Eyes from Arrow, if you check on Zavvi, they're doing 40% off Arrow at the moment, and the limited edition 4K is in there. I ordered it the other day. It hasn't come yet, but with the 40% discount, it's £17, and that's the limited edition set. So if you're going to pay £20 for the 4K standard, you may as well just order the limited edition off Zavvi. Should still be in stock, to be honest, so that's better. Alright then, it does say March the 30th, which is Wednesday, Knives Out on 4K. I don't know why that would come out on a Wednesday and not a Monday, but... And it's a film that I think's already been out on 4K, so I'm really not sure what's happening with that one. But if you want a little look further into it, then, you know, carry on. But yeah, that's Knives Out. Okay, we'll have a look what's coming out across the pond in America now. Okay, so a couple of good things in America, especially if you like horror and you like your limited editions. First thing we got is The Apartment. I think that's been released by Kino Lorber. We'll try and have a little look into it, but lately... Every time I click on something to look into on Blu-ray.com, it springs up loads of adverts. This one looks okay a minute. So, yeah, this is The Apartment. This is by Kino Lorber. This is 1960. And let's have a look if we can see any more about it a second. So it's black and white. It's directed by Billy Wilder and it stars Jack Lemmon, Shirley MacLaine. I haven't really heard of the other guys. So if you're a collector and you're into Kino Lorber releases, I'm sure it looks stunning in 4K. And then there's another great one. This is one I really want to get my hands on. That is Schizoid and X-Ray 4K double pack. Alright, now I know my man Trev over at Double Bill Movies has got this already. He's done an unboxing on his channel. It's wicked. You get a slip cover and it's got Schizoid on the one side and X-Ray on the other side. So you can get these films, I think, on other releases. I know X-Ray, I think it's called Hospital Massacre, and you can get it on the 88 film Slasher Classics collection, but you know, I imagine the 4K is even better, and Vinegar Syndrome, you know, they just don't mess about. So this is awesome. I bet it's going to be highly limited. I think it's limited to 5,000. Yeah, so if you do want to get over to Amazon.com. But you know, actually saying that, no, you won't be able to get it off Amazon.com. You need to go onto the Vinegar Syndrome website, but you know, prepared to pay the money. It's going to cost you probably 30 quid for the 4K disc, and then it's probably going to cost you about another 15 quid delivery. This is the problem with Vinegar Syndrome. It's a great label, but the postage and packaging ends up costing near enough the same amount as the film you're ordering. I really wanted to get their Drop Dead Fred release, but it was like $15 for the Blu-ray, which is fine, but then it was another $15 for the delivery as well. So just, although, you know, I could afford 30 quid, it just ain't a principle, I just didn't really get it. Alright, then we got Martin Scorsese's The Last Waltz on Criterion. And then there's another movie there by Paul Morrissey, Flesh for Frankenstein. I think I've heard of that, 1973. Not sure if it was a video nasty or not, but yeah, definitely probably. We'll have a quick look at it. There's not much going on today, so let's have a look. So that's by Vinegar Syndrome as well. So it says Andy Warhol's Frankenstein. Let's have a little look down. Yeah, those screenshots, it looks nice. Maverick filmmaker Paul Morrissey's Flesh for Frankenstein re-evaluates the horror film, infusing it with satiric wit and sexuality. Morrissey's tale of the mad Baron Frankenstein and his perverse creative urges. Could be alright. Yeah, probably going to cost you a fortune. No, again, that's the only problem. Then they got the Charles movie, or say Charles, the family movie, Sing 2. It's actually really good, Sing 2. I watched that with my kids. We streamed it, and yeah, it's fantastic. I bet it look amazing in 4K with the soundtrack and the bright colours. Alright, then we just got the Arrow release of Frankenstein again. So I'll have a little look around European countries, Germany, Italy, Spain, France, and I'll let you know of any 4K releases. Surprisingly, there's nothing out on 4K in any of the European countries I checked on this week. So nothing to really report there, but I did have a quick look in Australia. I always check Australia because they've got boutique labels like Imprint, so it's always worth having a look. Although there's not much out, you can see, if you wanted to, you could get Scream in 4K, the newest one, and you could also get Death on the Nile in 4K. So they released March 30th in Australia, so I think that's what, Wednesday, is it? But I mean, by the time they get delivered, they may be having a UK release very soon. I know Scream will be. I think Scream might be next Friday or the next Monday, or the Monday after. Not sure about Death on the Nile, because that's a fairly new film, but maybe it's one of these that's come in straight to physical media as well as the cinema. But anyway, you know, if you've got connections to Australia, or you go on their Amazon, or you don't mind ordering stuff from there, then, you know, you could get ahead of the game slightly with those two releases. All right, then we move on to the Blu-rays now. Okay, so ignoring those couple of 4Ks at first, the UK releases on Blu-ray. We got Coach to Vienna, 1966. Not a film I've heard of. We've got from 88 Films, Good Guys Wear Black, 1978. Looks like some sort of cop thriller. And then we've got O. Henry's Full House from 1952. Nothing I've heard of. I've seen this one come up before on maybe the American releases. Bilitis, 1977, maybe some sort of erotic thriller. Okay, we got the Blu-ray release of Frankenstein from Arrow. We got a good standard release there of Lake Mungo from Second Sight. I've got the limited edition box set of that, but it's such a fabulous film. Yeah, so, you know, if you did want to get that, it's really worth it. So that's Lake Mungo. Then we got Lamb from 2021, released by Mubi. Really good film. It is an A24 movie. You could order it from their site in America and get the sort of Prime edition. But I've had Mubi releases before and they all look great, so there's no reason why this one won't. So yeah, I think I'm probably interested in that one. I did see it's coming out in Germany maybe next week or the week after with some wicked artwork. But, you know, I'm not going to just be sold on the artwork. It's the same film, so I may just pick up the British release. I'll check the prices. Something from 1983 there, House of the Long Shadows. And then we've got Three Coins in the Fountain, 1954. Then there's some Studio Ghibli there, Spirited Away, 2001. I mean, I think that's had a few releases before, so that might be some sort of anniversary edition. Then we got the Babadook on standard Blu-ray, really worth picking up, great film. Hope from 2019. Series there, Discovery of Witches. Shoot the Messenger, not sure if that's a film from the BFI or a TV show, probably a film if it's BFI. I haven't heard of that one. Space 1999, The Ultimate Collection, I think that's a TV show. I will bring your eyes to this one, your attention, sorry. Broadcast Signal Intrusion. Okay, this is a film I've seen at a film festival. It's a pretty good thriller. It's one of these VHS sort of movies where the guy finds something on a VHS and he gets drawn down into a rabbit hole. The ending was very ambiguous, but it's really worth a watch. So this is from Lightbulb Film Distribution. Hopefully you can get it in HMV, or it's on Amazon for $13.99. If you like your thrillers and your horrors, bit slow burn, but very intriguing, keeps you on the edge of your seat. So yeah, good film, Broadcast Signal Intrusion. And then there was one more from 1972, Virgin Witch. Okay, we'll just click into that just to see the studio, because I think I've heard of that. All right, so it's from Screenbound Pictures. Okay, I thought it might have been like 88 or Arrow or something, but it's not. However, it looks like to be a good set. I'll say that this is the standard release. The good set's already been out. You'd probably know about this film if you wanted it, so yeah, you could check it out. That's it then for the UK. We'll have a little look what's out over the pond. Always there's tons of stuff to go through in the US. I'll try and bring your attention to anything that I've heard of or I think's decent. Okay, so I mean we got some in there. Ordinary People from 1980. We've got The Wonderful World of the Brothers Grimm. That looks pretty cool actually, from 1962. I like our old school animation better than the modern day computer animation that they do, in my mind anyway. We got Reform Schoolgirls, and we got Talons of the Eagle. I think they're both from Vinegar Syndrome. I could be wrong. We'll have a little look. Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome, Reform Schoolgirls. So that could be pretty cool. 1986. Sorry, just lost my place there. Should have not touched the screen. Just let it flip back down. Talons of Eagle, yeah, I know that's Vinegar Syndrome as well. If you want to get a bit more information on the Vinegar Syndrome films, including these two, you go on to Graham's channel, Man v Film. He goes through them all. He gets all of Vinegar Syndrome. Good channel as well. So A Star is Born from 1937. There's a Drop Dead Fred release there. Hard Rock Zombies. And there's another film with that as well. Is it Slaughter High or something like that? Slaughterhouse Rock. Created there by Vinegar Syndrome, so that's a 2-movie pack. Then there's something there, A Ballad in Blood, 2016. Can't say I've heard of that. The Forbidden Door from 2009. That looks like it's from Severin. Could be quite good. We've already covered those movies. Magnum P.I. Complete Collection. Some sort of sci-fi collection here by Edgar G. Ulmer. Can't say I'm familiar with it. This is a good one. Scream Queen, My Nightmare. This is the documentary about Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 and how it kind of, well, I don't want to say ruined the career of the main star, but yeah, it didn't do him any favours, that's for sure. I mean, he's getting a bit of post-love now, years later, but yeah, Mark Patton is the guy, but I don't think he'd done his career too good at the time. So it's a pretty interesting documentary. I have seen that. I'm a mad Nightmare on Elm Street fan. I actually like Part 2. I got to be honest, I don't think it's anywhere near the train wreck that some people say. It's got some brilliant one-liners in it from Freddy. It does kind of shake up the mythology a bit by having him come out of the dreams at the party, but you know, yeah, it's just great. I just really do like it. I don't really care about any gay overtones, to be honest. It just goes over my head. But we got the Criterion release, Love Jones from 1997. Shakedown from 1950 has got good artwork. House on the Edge of the Park, again, that's another one by Severin. I think that probably is a video nasty. The artwork looks nice on it. Could be worth looking into if you're into those old school horrors. There's just some animated thing there, Lupin the Third. Pathogen, looks a bit messed up, whatever's going on there, from 2016. This is by that AGFA label. I think it's the subsidiary label of 88 Films, I want to say. Could be wrong. Could be 101, I guess. It's got a slip cover. It's limited to 2,500. It's one of these body horror movies, directed by Emily Higgins. Something tells me I have heard of this, but maybe I just don't recognise the artwork on the cover. But yeah, if you like your things a bit messed up, could be worth watching. I'll definitely have a little further look into it myself. The Devil Strikes at Night from 1957. Some sort of French New Wave collection. Some cartoon Delta Space Mission from '84. I'll bring your attention to this one, Tragedy Girls. I've seen this film at a film festival. This is really good. You might not be able to get this one in from America because it probably cost you a fortune. See, it's retailing for $35. It's only a Blu-ray, but maybe you can pick up some sort of other release. Maybe there's a UK release to look into. But yeah, you really want to try and watch this film if you can. Tragedy Girls, 2017. Something there, Slashdance. A bit of a rip-off of Flashdance, I guess, for the horror crowd. The Long Walk, 2019. This one looks a little bit messed up in a sort of cheap way. Backwards Marcy, 1998. Then we got Street Sharks, the cartoon. Remember that when I was a kid? Although I say I was a kid, I was about 14, 15 when that came out, really. Ode to Nothing. Blood on Her Name. Looks okay. Stop Zemlya, 2021. Can't say I've heard of that. Sybil, 2019. Looks like cool artwork on that one. City Hunter 3, some sort of anime. Then some more anime there. My Hero. Hamon Ride, 2019. Lots of films I haven't heard of, I've got to be fair. Hellaware, 2013. There's Marry Me with Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. That's a newish film. So if you want to grab that, if you like your romantic drama comedies. Not really my scene, no. Dagmar's Hot Pants Inc., 1971. Oh, here's a movie here, The Requiem, 2022, with Alicia Silverstone. Quite possibly the worst movie I've ever seen in all my life. Just do not bother. There's a couple of releases here from Vinegar Syndrome. Again, I thought these were already out, but maybe they got pushed back. So you've got Sister Sister, which looks really good. And you also got this other one from Vinegar Syndrome down by here, which is quite a rare film. It's been hard to get before. It's called Beware, Children at Play. Okay, again, the channel I mentioned earlier, Man v Film. He's got reviews of these already. He's already got them. This is why I thought they were already out. So I don't know why they're showing up now. Maybe there's maybe the other ones were limited edition versions. I'm not sure. And then in between those, something called Hypnosis from 2020, Project Space. Screams of a Winter Night, 1979. We got some Rick and Morty there, the complete collection. Love a bit of Rick and Morty. There's that Bilitis again, keeps popping up. The American Scream, On the Third Day. Sing 2 on Blue. Phantom of the Mall. Eric's Revenge, that's been out a while from Arrow, so I'm not sure why that's popping out. Maybe it hasn't had an American release, or it's just a standard edition and the others were limited. Tomorrow's Joe 2, the movie, not sure what that is, looks like anime. Skullface Bookseller. There's a double bill here, Red Spirit Lake, We Await. Some more anime. We've got the Sing double pack. Season 1 of Young Rock, not a TV show I've seen. More anime, then something there, 2022, Pursuit. Looks like John Cusack. Yeah, looks like a straight to DVD action thing. I'm not going to waste no time on that. Here's those ones we've already touched on, Backwards Marcy and Pathogen. Some more anime. There's that Sybil again. Looks like Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not sure if it is mine, but could be okay. There's that Stop Zemlya. These are films we've already just talked about. Maybe they just got different artwork. Who We Are. There's that French one again. I don't know why these are all popping up twice. We've already covered most of these. Something there that looks lovely. Red Spirit Lake. Not sure that's my scene, but looks like some cheap horror gore thing. Watermelon Heist. On 2003, and then coming out in America the day after, then I heard of this one very recently, although it was the first time I heard of it. Contraband. This is by Lucio Fulci, so I am a fan of Lucio Fulci, but I can't say I've heard of this movie. This is obviously action rather than horror, from Cauldron Films, 1980. The artwork's good. Let's see who's in it. Well, it's all Italian actors, so I'm not really sure then. But it says cigarette smugglers in Naples run into problems with cocaine operations being set up by a rival smuggler, full of violence, including a woman's face being burned off with a blowtorch and a graphic rape scene. Ticks a few boxes then. Okay, so that's it then for the US, and we'll now have a little look into European countries. Only the one release in Italy, and that's something called Diabolic. Not sure what it is. It's not the old French movie with a similar title. it has got English, but it hasn't even got a synopsis, so I'm not sure it's going to be much decent. But just to make sure we cover all the bases, that's Diabolic, and that's in Italy on Blu-ray. Okay, then, so last stop on this week's release calendar, the brilliant Germany. There was nothing in France or Spain out at all, but Italy and Germany are usually the ones for the best releases in Europe. So straight away then I can see something here that I am interested in getting. Okay, so this is the new digital media book of Black Christmas from 2006. There's 3 different covers to choose from. I don't know how to pre-order these, so I'll just have to go onto Amazon on the release date and hope I can get one, because they are highly limited. I won't be too fussed about the cover as long as I can just get one of them, because all the covers are pretty cool anyway. So this is out on the 31st of March. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, like I said, these will be limited edition media books. They'll be Blu-rays, but they'll always be well put together. So Katie Cassidy's in it, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, directed by Glenn Morgan. So there's the other editions there, so you can see the different covers. I think maybe if I was to choose one at all, it looks like this might be the best one. Let's have a little look. There's a bit of nudity on there, sorry about that, but yeah, that cover looks really cool. So yeah, I am going to be getting that one because I do collect German media books. But yeah, I'm not sure what cover will come yet, so you have to keep an eye on my channel for the unboxing. We got something there, Maniac Driver 2020. Got Dinner in America. I think that came out on Arrow in the UK, so you can look at that. There's no picture there, but it says Stepfather 1 and 2. They're good films. There's some Sunshine Reggae Ibiza. I don't know what that is, a cartoon. Dinner in America again. There's more Black Christmas. The Erotic Rites of Frankenstein. A couple of different covers for that. Definitely. Couple of different covers for Stepfather 1 and 2. Let's see if we click into it, if it says it's a limited edition media book. Yeah, limited edition media book, cover D. So I'm sorry I can't get a picture of that up, but the films are pretty good, Stepfather, especially the first one with Terry O'Quinn. Maybe he's in them both, I'm not sure. Here we are, what's here now? Yeah, so they're the, I don't think that's the actual artwork on the new one, but they're the single German media books that came out. So I might have a look into that one as well, actually, then. You have to keep an eye on the channel for an unboxing to see it in all its glory. I don't think I'd be interested in the Erotic Rites of Frankenstein. Don't really like erotic horror, I gotta be honest. There's that Maniac Driver again. Cool artwork, but a bit of nudity on it, so we won't click into it. So yeah, so that's about it for this week then. There are some releases worth your money. So yeah, happy hunting, happy buying. I'll catch you soon. It's Bumper. Cheers, bye.